Now to our election coverage.
Well, tonight we're focused on the race for Arizona Attorney General. 6 Republicans are hoping to get their names on November's ballot. ABC 15's Ashley Holden sits down with the candidates to see where they stand on the issues impacting you.
On August 2nd, the field of 6 Republican candidates will be narrowed down to 1. We were able to talk to former state Supreme Court Justice Andrew Gould, who left his seat on the bench to run, Dawn Groves, who spent decades defending manufacturers and working in-house with her family's business Ping, Lacey Cooper, who was the border security section chief at the U.S. Attorney's Office under the Trump administration, and Rodney Glassman, a major in the Air Force and an Air Force prosecutor. They all told us if they get a chance to sit in this office, one of their main priorities will be border security.
What sets you apart from the other candidates?
In this time where there's a lack of trust by voters, they need to have something they can count on, and they can look at my record and count on that. The other thing I would say is, this is a job, I stepped away from a better job, so I'm not looking for a title.
I have that experience in standing up against government overreach, in creating jobs, in investing in the community. I come from a family of problem solvers who love Arizona.
It seemed to me like the new guy moving into the White House didn't care about border security as much as I had, and it's turned out to be true. And so I left to consider a run and to fight back against the Biden administration's immigration policies.
I'm proud to be the only Republican running that's actually ran a law office. It's a great experience, because when I'm at Luke Air Force Base and the Brigadier General who runs the base calls his lawyer, that's me.
What would be your plan to make sure that the border is secure?
We should declare an invasion, guard that border ourselves, also make sure we're prosecuting all of the criminal trespassing, the human smuggling, the drug possession laws, and then we could even perhaps set up border courts so that we could deport people right there.
We're already doing this on a small scale, so what I'm talking about is ramping it up more. But the sheriffs with cameras and drones wait and stage and patrol these areas, and when the cartels and the caravans step on state and private land, that's where the state has authority, they arrest for trespass.
Number one, I would beef up the drug unit at the Attorney General's office. That unit is not spending a lot of time and energy going directly after the cartels. And the second thing that I can do and that I would do is to fight back against the Biden administration when he changes policies at the border.
So we need an Attorney General that will work with our new Republican governor when she declares that Arizona is under invasion, which we are, because it's the Attorney General that will defend that declaration of invasion in front of the Supreme Court when the feds and Joe Biden sue Arizona to stop us.
ABC 15 did try to reach the other 2 candidates, Abe Hamaday and Tiffany Shedd, but didn't hear back in time. On August 2nd, we'll be tracking this race throughout the evening on ABC 15 and ABC15.com. In Phoenix, Ashley Holden, ABC 15, Arizona.